Hey, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. Oh man, I haven't said that in a long time. So, if you are watching this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified, and we will just get right into this cryptocurrency content. So, we have seen Bitcoin now recently is trying to go back into that purple box range. You can see it right here. This is the range that we are looking to get back into in the next couple of months. But are we going to trade back into this purple range right here? We have a price box range of where we broke out of the descending wedge. We had a bullish pennant that started to form in the past month or two, where all the way from July, July 5th, beginning of July, we started going down, and then we broke out of our wedge right here in the beginning of October. Now we're sitting at $36,344. Now this is the futures CME price here. Now, what is interesting is that we're seeing a bit of a breakdown. We got as high as 38,300. We broke 38,000 and then we got quickly rejected, obviously because of previous resistance right here. So, what did that do to the altcoin market? So, it actually did something interesting. So, what we saw on the altcoin market is a big move to the upside once Bitcoin profits and movement started to go. So what happens is we know that money moves. Money is going to go from one thing to the next. We see the next narratives are going to be crypto gaming. So what we saw was things like Alex Becker making his video and mentioning about his project that he's been working on for quite some time now, Neo Tokyo Bytes. And with that comes the Neo Tokyo community, where you can purchase one of the NFTs to become a community member. They have levels of entry like S1 and S2, all different values. And this project is based on building a community of Web3 developers, game developers, anything that has to do with the metaverse space, to be in a community to share code, ideas, launchpad projects and things like that. So this is the narrative. This is going to be the next narrative alongside Bitcoin getting approvals of the ETF. So what's happening right now is we're going to be getting the CPI data from the Fed, and that is going to potentially either, I think, if depending on what they say, we need to see what's going to happen with the markets here. And along with the DXY, the dollar strength index here, I have this marked, and I always reference this because this is the point where we saw Bitcoin have a big drawdown and we had the dollar go up. So could we see a pattern of the dollar going back down into this range of being in the 90s, being like 98, 99, and then that's where we can see Bitcoin going back into the price ranges of 48,000. It looks like a big correlation, and this is why I always like looking at this. I think, okay, this is my indicator. And then there's another indicator that I want to point out, and this is the MicroStrategy indicator. So the MicroStrategy indicator, when you actually put on the Bitcoin halving, you put on any type of Bitcoin halving countdown. I think this is the Bitcoin halving rainbow. I think this is the one that I had. If I need to see, oh yeah, I have to take off the MACD. Go back and let's see. We're going to type in on Trading View, Bitcoin halving countdown with the rainbow. And then I think this is the one. So check this out, guys. So here you can see that MicroStrategy is almost like having a Bitcoin ETF in itself, because of the way that they implemented their strategy of adopting Bitcoin in the month of August 2020. And this was right around the third halving, which was documented on May 11th, 2020. And then you can see their stock valuation went up a good 587% from this point. If you take it from the halving, you take it from the third halving, and you go right here, it's almost 1,000%. That's almost 1,000% move. So we're seeing that they are primed right now coming into the fourth halving, which is going to be on April 14th. And if you don't know what the halving is, you can just read it right here. It says Bitcoin's fourth halving is expected to occur on April 14th, 2024 at block height 840,000. The block reward will be reduced from 6.25 BTC to 3.125 BTC, which means that miners will receive half the number of Bitcoins for each block they mine, thus cutting the inflation rate in half again. So that's the whole key of Bitcoin. So Michael Saylor, in implementing this strategy, is going to, again, I think, hit the mark. And I'm looking into investing into MicroStrategy myself just for my stock portfolio, just in terms of it being almost its own Bitcoin ETF and trust in itself. So that is some pretty good alpha indicator for Bitcoin, for its future, to look and zoom out on the price and look and see where we are headed for the future. And we are going to be seeing some all-time highs here very soon. But if we want to analyze the micro short-term price movements, we want to look at the 4-hour. We want to see that, look, we were in an ascending wedge from this bottom, which was right here at 26,000. We spiked up to 35 sideways, and then we spiked up to 38, and now we're going down out of that ascending wedge, and now we could be potentially seeing a move to the downside, because you can see here it flipped on the MACD here, and you can see that we have some probably previous resistance, and that's where we're at right now, guys, on the Bitcoin short-term price. Right now, we do have trades open, and we are profitable in our trades. I think the main thing that we want to keep in mind is that, if we start, our liquidation prices are, in terms of Bitcoin, 32,000. So, I mean, if we're breaking down that low to 32,000, it's just an opportunity to buy more, but what we'll do is just take profits on the way down, so then we can secure in some buy-ins. But that's just if it's on a major dump. But honestly, with this data, we get the core inflation rate. If the inflation rate is up, then the only answer is that they're going to have to start lowering interest rates instead of increasing them, and that's why they put a pause on it this past meeting. So could that be a positive influence on the price or a negative influence? We will see. All right, guys. Well, I hope you liked that TA, and I want you guys to go and watch my previous videos. I did one with Carl Runefelt, the legend from the moon, and we talk about MicroStrategy, and we talk about how bullish we are on Bitcoin. It's a great video. If you guys want to check that video out here, and then another video right here, click on those, and be sure to use my affiliate links and referral links. That really helps out the channel. And yeah, hope you guys are feeling good and you crushed the week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.